Peace and love, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for being here. That's the Eastern Tohi who says, drink your tea. That's what they tell me anyway. Hey, good morning. Hi, Ken C, Kristen, Ann, Wendy, Janet, Catherine, Judith, Maggie, and Wanda. Hi, everybody. Maggie, you remain in my prayers and prayers for your son, too. Thanks for being here. Maybe this will help give you a little bit of calm in your day. This is meditation. That's what we're gathered here for. But we do a little bit of teaching first. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the Bhagavad Gita. Here's a Bhagavad Gita quote. Free from thoughts of I and mine, we find absolute peace. Reflects a core principle in many mystical and spiritual traditions, as you already know. This principle centers on egoic transcendence, non-attachment, moving beyond the self-centered approach to a life characterized, our normal lives are characterized by our attachment to our identity and our possessions. And this is opposed to what society teaches. Society teaches that we are what we own. In the Bhagavad Gita, there's this dialogue between Prince Arjuna and the god Krishna. And there's a lot of emphasis placed on non-attachment and selflessness. The I and mine in this quote symbolizes our egoic attachments to our personal desires, possessions, but most importantly, to our thoughts and our ideas of who we are, our identity. These are major sources of suffering and distraction from our spiritual growth. According to the Gita, when one transcends these self-centered aspects, and this is true for meditation around the world, we can achieve a state of peace that's stable, deep inside ourselves, and not dependent upon external circumstances in our lives. And that's hard to do when you're living with your son, for instance, and he's really angry. This is the ideal. It's the cultivation of the space of peace inside us and through then which we live that creates a capacity for facing all the vicissitudes and trials of life. This state of peace isn't the absence of conflict or distress, but it is a profound sense of harmony interiorly deep inside with the universe where we can retreat to. And it's been described spiritually as an absolute peace or a calm, like deep inside the ocean, in one of those deep currents that just flows when there's a hurricane happening up above. An experience of oneness where personal desires, identity, and fears no longer dominate or exist. Now, that's a powerful state, but it might be fleeting. It might happen in a moment of awakening, and then you're back to the mundane, but its impact is long lasting. It's the opening trickle. It's the crack in the dam. It's where the water trickles through. Cultivate that space. Access this peace, this power of experience of oneness. Well, it should motivate us to explore it further. Such calm can be cultivated through meditation that intentionally stills the mind. It's a peace that we carry with us even while life around us is terrible. And it doesn't stop people from injuring us on the outside. It just gives us a sense of our own immortality, an understanding of peace that lives within us, a stillness of mind. The Bhagavad Gita states that the true self, the Atman with a capital A, the true self, capital T, capital S, reveals itself to the individual consciousness when the mind becomes still, to you when your mind becomes still. In this state, a yogi, you're beyond the influence of the material mental activity, even if it's only fleeting in meditation. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out, but you're in. You do touch it. And then it it creates inside ourselves this increasing space of joy, of peace, of understanding, of bliss that is the center of our being. It is as the psalmist wrote in, I think it was Psalm 46, "Be still and know that I am God," is the quote. Be still and know. Be still and know. And this space of being still, if only for moments in meditation, creates the space for inner peace. This inner peace is, we're able to bring this to all the troubles in our lives, but it has to be cultivated daily if you want to live inside of it, if you want to be able to bring it to where you are, in the face, literally in the face of anger. It's not easy to be in the face of anger, but cultivating this inner space, this inner fortress of peace allows us to retreat again and again to this space so that when we face the troubles in our lives, we have this resource inside ourselves. That's about it for today. Thanks for being here today. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Sit here in a moment or two. Judith, you have a 2-cat lap morning. How perfect. Hi, Martina. Thank you, Maggie. Hi, Janet. Prayers for Maggie as well. All right. Perseverance for you. Everybody's praying for you here, Maggie. All right. My feet are flat on the floor. My hands are in a mula like this. I'm going to today, or do a little bit more than just centering practice. So in centering practice, to begin with, you breathe into your navel, just below your belly button, your cute little innie or outie. You breathe into that, and then you breathe interiorly up and out your nose. It's that simple. Controlled breathing. Link a prayer or a mantra or a chant to it. And when your mind wanders, return to your chant. And if you get bored, it's because you're actually not chanting. Actually, this is true in general life. If you're bored where you are and you want to bring yourself out of boredom, begin your chant and you'll bring yourself to your present state. Make this peace, which is a cumulative piece and can be expended during the day as like an expense account that you can spend in your day. And then you refill. So breathe in your nose and out your nose, into your navel and out of your navel. And for those of you who've been practicing with me for a while, remember to pause for a beat at the top and the bottom in that empty space. And if you have a practice, you've been joining us for the Kriya Yoga on Tuesdays, you can practice some of that type of meditation, driving your mind into your palms, bringing your mind back up to your brow or right up here too. There's another spot right there, and or your crown. You can breathe between these spaces. All right. We're really here to meditate together. And why do we meditate together? Because when we meditate together, the divine energy, you experience this for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. You may find, many of us do, that when we meditate in a group, even if we're around the world, when we're live together, the meditation is deeper for each of us, and the energy is more present. The divine energy is more present and radiant for us and experiential. And you don't have to take my word for it. Experience it for yourself. All right. Here we go. Your heart is breaking. Let's keep Maggie in our centered thoughts today, and maybe we can channel a little bit of energy in her direction so that even as her heart breaks because of her love for her son, that she might be able to find this peace inside herself. And of course, anger is contagious. So of course it's touching your head. But when you're stilling your mind with mental focused thought and breath in combination, in those moments you will be able to not feel the anger because your mind is too busy doing something else. And so in that moment, you give yourself a little bit of respite from the anger. I hope that that works for you today, Maggie. It works for me pretty often. All right. So, hey, Siri. Hey, Siri, wake up. No, she set an alarm for 8:30. Great. There we go. Alarm set for 8:30, 20 minutes a day. That's all it takes. All right. I'll see you for a moment at the end of this. We'll begin this morning with a little centering. So we're going to add a little bit of Om to this today. Om, Om, just to drive ourselves into our body. 3 breaths. That'll help you out there, Maggie, I think. My feet are flat on the floor. My hands are in the thumb to thumb, fingers to fingers, overlapping fingers. Stretch out just a little bit because my back's a little tense this morning. Filling my lungs, my belly, abdomen. Feel the vibration in your body. Breathing into your navel. Pause. Controlled exhale. Up your spine, right your spine. Out your nose or to your forehead. Pause. Inhale into the abdomen. Full inhale. Let your lungs fill naturally. Pause a beat. Exhale. Repeat. There on your own. When your mind wanders, return to your chant and breath. Peace and love, everyone. Thanks for being here, community. Thanks for supporting each other. Peace and love. See you soon. Tomorrow, Kriya Yoga. Check out the website.